did an excellent job the last time. So.
All right. Hang on, my mouse. What's gone wrong? All right. Hang on. Open YouTube Studio. All right. And now.
I see something.
All right, I think we're live. Right now, I've just got to send a link to everyone on the Discord server. Let's see if we can get like 10 people.
Yeah. I should probably mute one of the audio sources as well. Like I should probably mute that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this works.
Do you think, I'm gonna put it in share your videos on the press Discord server? All right, well, hang on.
Nice.
There we go. Let's raise our dynamic resolution. And hope the game doesn't crash. That'd be awkward.
What kind of dynamic resolution do you usually play with?
Well, I put it on 200, but the game is frozen. So we're just, oh no, hang on. We're just gonna go on Safari and pretend it doesn't exist. Hello everyone. It is I, Bean, and Skylines is frozen. So we're just gonna have to wait and give it a moment. So how's it going, Teddy? What are you up to?
Yeah, nothing much. I'm watching the stream, and I'm also in the game as well. So if I need to check something out, or like test something out for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, everyone, to our viewers now and later when this thing goes up on YouTube, Teddy he doesn't have a YouTube channel or anything, but he's rather well respected in the community because he's really, really good at vanilla. And in the description of this live stream, I've linked some screenshots of Teddy's work on his Reddit profile. And of course, the reason that nothing is happening on this stream right now to our viewers is that my game is frozen. Which is great.
But you haven't got the crash thing yet anyway, so...
No. My game doesn't crash. It freezes until I lose hope or it works again.
Yeah.
No, we haven't done anything particularly ambitious today. We just raised dynamic resolution. So...
When this happens, if you are afraid to lose a lot of work, I found that quick saving with the F1 actually works.
Even when it's
fine.
When it's white screen frozen?
Even when it's white screen frozen. Yeah, I think I've done that before, yeah. So quick save is actually like, now I don't know if you're going to lose anything because we just started, right? But
yeah. I'm going to lose time. Because it took us... How long did it take to load? Let's check. Hey everyone, my game is frozen. That's weird. Report loading screen mod. Let's have a look. Guess how long it took to load. 11 minutes.
I don't want to.
11 minutes.
I don't want to jinx it.
11 minutes and 37 seconds.
That's not too bad.
Well, we're just gonna
sit
here watching the little blue circle turn around.
It's kind of annoying. Like it's sort of just like sort of taunting you with that FPS count 93.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah, I think it froze on like 93 FPS or something like that. It looks like.
I'm at 27 right now.
So maybe the FPS is very good if the game is frozen.
This is awkward.
That's very relatable, right?
Well, yeah, man. This is, hey everyone, Urban Architect here, and today we're gonna be streaming the authentic City Skylines experience, which just about means my game is frozen. They'll love me for it. Alright, we're not gonna press any buttons anymore. We're just gonna... Damn it, I can't even open the chat.
Basically, everyone is saying hello.
Hello. Hello, Adam, Joey, and Elliot.
Yes.
My game is frozen. This is the City Skylines experience. Exactly. If I was to make a review of this game, it would be it freezes a lot.
Oh, no, something happened?
Something happened?
Yes, it jumped. The FPS is now just 36. 46?
Hello, lads. We are back in business.
Possibly. Oh, yes. Very nice.
So these are some blocks I did off camera. I guess I can show them to y'all before we get to landscaping. Look at this. This is Smiley's new patron building, and I love it. It's the Pinnacle Center from Toronto, which is located on the waterfront. And what is a frame rate? No one knows. What else can I show you guys that I've been doing off camera? I have made some beautiful transit signage, and y'all are going to love this. Look at this bad boy. Oh my god, my frames. Teddy, are you seeing this? Are you seeing
this? Yes,
I'm
seeing it.
Yes, HSBC complex in London Avenue, because this is London Avenue right here. That's what we've called our major downtown road, London Avenue, and this is Wilfrid Laurier Avenue. And the best part, look at these signs go. We're going to resume the game, and look at them.
I so need to rename all my streets. I'm kind of inspired.
Y'all, this is new. We can move around, but we can't play the simulation, eh?
Oh, that's weird. Can you build anything?
Let's see.
Try to build use the UI or something like that, because
ooh, that's interesting. We can interact with the UI.
But you can't seem to place anything? No?
No, hang on. I'm gonna click over to Windows. Y'all, no, this is weird. This is a new one. This is very new.
This is actually really weird. Is the simulation locked as well?
Mm-hmm.
Because
there we go.
I saw...
And it turned white. Look how small my cursor is. Hello everyone, welcome to Troubleshooting with Urban Architect.
Because I think another YouTuber, which a Korean YouTuber called Studio KV, released a video a couple of days ago with exactly this sort of same issue.
Was it streamed?
I didn't expect. No, the issue in the game basically was this simulation stuck and you couldn't place anything basically.
I just can't interact with the thing. Well, let's see. Can we landscape? Because that's what we're here for.
This is
new. Well, this is very awkward. Yeah, we can't interact with the game. Well, everyone, then I guess what we'll turn today into will be me showing you around the city.
Yeah, that still works.
Until it crashes. Because I feel like we're speeding towards a crash right now, you know? Alright, hang on. Let me see. Can I lower the game speed to 30? I know, hang on. I'm gonna try entering first person camera. There's Mount Victoria. That's what we were gonna do more of today.
The terraforming tool is not available as well.
Don't work. No, you see how my cursor has shrunk violently?
Ah, yeah, that is.
It's really
different.
something. It's just new. Alright. So we're just gonna have a look around the city, I guess. And we'll keep this at an hour. Because what else, right? So I decided the names of these downtown roads, right? So in addition to Victoria Avenue right here, right, this is London Avenue. This is Calgary Street. And this is Montreal Street? Or do y'all think I should name these two bike lanes Toronto Street and Vancouver Street after the two cities we based this city off of? This is so weird. I can't. Oh man. Very creative. Well, they're named after Canadian cities. There's no need to be creative. Thank you. Here it is. See, look here. I'm trying to pan up. There it is. Commonwealth Tower. And here's our. Well, we can't. I can't resume the simulation.
My name is. I'm sorry. My name is Adam. Is calling out for title clickbait.
Title. It is title clickbait. I'm very sorry, but what can I say?
There is no terraforming.
You either live long. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain, right?
Yeah, this is very weird.
Edmonton and Brampton. No offense, mate, but I feel like Edmonton and Brampton are in different weight classes, as you do, you know. Search up the Edmonton skyline and then the Brampton skyline, and you'll find you'll be sorely disappointed in the latter. Well,
what is a Brampton?
Brampton's like this not that great suburb of Toronto. It's the one everyone makes fun of. Right, so look at this transit signage. So you have Commonwealth Tower, which is the name of the station, right? And then right below the C is like the tram thing, because this is a tram line, right? Then you have the line name. And then on the other side, those three things represent the transit connections you can get.
Oh, nice.
Right? Elevated metro, bus, and taxi. And then above that is the logo I made for our transit system. Because it's basically the only type of logo you can make with... With what's it?
Good logo. You mean the arrow, right?
It looks like the logo. It looks like the logo of what's it? The logo of the transportation back in Lego City. That's what it looks like. Oh, look at this. The simulation's running. Hello, hello. Look at this. Do you see how these signs change? Look at that. You got how long it takes for the tram to arrive. Go Team Canada, because I'm a good patriotic lad. The line. And the next stop. Look at that.
It's actually animated as well.
Alright, let's see. Can we place something? See, there you go, lads. We're back to landscaping. My troubleshooting is second to none. I hope you're impressed, honestly, to all my viewers.
Yeah.
This has been a masterclass in making this game work. So
yeah,
just
it's basically just
buckle
waiting
up and enjoy
starting
the show.
The game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyhow, these are the off-camera blocks. This building, I love. It's beautiful, and it's actually like the fourth tallest building in the city. Right? It's very tall. Custom named citizens. No, I don't like custom named citizens because every once in a while I get tired of the game being so laggy and I kill them all. So, you know, it gets rough.
The problem with custom named citizen as well is that they die, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
here, Mohammed. Here's the tower. The episode for this tower is actually almost done. I've barely been able to work on it these past few weeks. This past week because it is big assignment season over here at the University of Toronto, so things are kind of rough. but it's almost done. I finished the script last night, so I'll just record audio and finish editing it, and it'll be out on Patreon early access for tomorrow. And then the next episode, are we frozen again? Man, I can't with this game, bro. It's like an abusive relationship, I swear. And to all my viewers, I would like you to check out this wonderful building I made with procedural objects for a border crossing for a homie of mine. Look at this, man. It's so beautiful. Anyhow. So,
is that PO?
With PO, yeah. You see right here. Right here. This is the building we started with. This is what we made. Right? It's a big transition in it. And then I just placed this Hirona airport here for no reason. We can bulldoze that. Uh-oh. Okay. Looks like the game wasn't prepared to bulldoze sub-buildings. Heaven forbid. And do y'all think this building, I think it's from Buenos Aires, do you think we should use this building in the city? I don't hate it, but I'm not a big fan of this orange thing. What do y'all think? Does it stay or does it go? I mean, then again, we're using like the 16 pixel for resolution HSBC building, so we can't be judging, eh? See, this HSBC building looks great from far away, but you get close, and it's like this.
It's a kind of old asset as well, right? So it's.
But I like having a little bit of London along London Avenue.
Yeah.
You know? I think
Yeah,
this is from Canary Wharf, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I like London's a great city. I want to go so badly. I think it's like one of my top 2 places to visit right now. London and Vancouver. Oh, look at this.
It's one of. Yeah.
This was the road we moved when we were trying to get the game to work. The Brown First Canadian Place. There's a Brown First Canadian Place? Did there actually? I ain't never seen no. I guess I don't have it. Is it by Reaper? Like an alternate build version? Have you ever encountered the Brown First Canadian Place? Teddy? No, Teddy, you only encounter growables. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad, homie. To all of our new viewers, Teddy is a vanilla lad. He doesn't venture into mods or assets or any of that cursed stuff, right? Wow.
The devil's fruit.
The devil's fruit.
It's the custom assets.
Relax. Who do you think you are? One of the Pope Benedict over here? We're gonna delete our trees because I like having a frame rate somewhere in the tens.
Oh, yes.
Say goodbye, and look at that. So, what do y'all want to work on? Do we extend the Salish range along these shorelines of our river, which needs a name? I'm probably gonna name it the Young River because that would be funky. Or do we work on this range back here and we finish this coastal area and maybe we can do our coastal highway today? Because coastal highways are the coolest thing ever. I love coastal highways.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you think this island looks too weird? I think it looks a bit like a whale. You know what I mean?
Oh, the Long Island. No, I like it. It
looks
good.
very Vancouver. Now, I was torn, right? Because Olympic Village would be cool with a big park. Or I could put an airport. But I'm thinking this approach angle is a bit scary, right? There's not a lot of room for error. I don't know.
I think airport would actually be pretty cool. Like, I'm biased towards airports. I like building airports in this game.
I hate putting airports in this game.
I also hate it, but yeah.
You hate it, but you like it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's one of those things that will either sort of. You will spend so much time building it, or you will just quit your save and like never look back at it. So,
I remember an airport was what broke Kobayashi Island by City Wall. A racetrack like in Montreal.
Yeah, that is a good
aviation. Idea. If we do our Olympic Village, we will put your racetrack. It'll be there. I'll call it Gear Down Racetrack for you.
Yeah, that is a solid idea.
That's
I
solid.
have to agree.
I rate it. Villeneuve. See, lads, my French has been on a downhill journey. I gotta admit. Also, can y'all hear Teddy just to make sure? Yeah. Be a shame if they couldn't, you know.
I think there's a theme park on that island as well, right?
Yeah, but like theme parks and Skylines, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? I don't know. I don't like how the assets look. They look a bit tacky.
No, the roller coaster asset thing is a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the others are okay, but that's just because they're small. The roller coaster asset is really weird, to be honest.
Yeah. Wait, Joey, can you hear him or not? He's Teddy Radko. He's a vanilla builder who's very good. He's very good. Who is Teddy? Someone who needs to gain some culture and learn about assets and mods.
Yes.
All right. We're going to turn off our edge fog and we're going to build some mountains here. Where's this fog thing? No, you know what I'll put on the island? I'll put a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, but I think like a low effort theme park would be like, or sort of like, because I think I've seen like one of those theme park review videos of that particular theme park, and it was like super. They were super critical about it. So like for some reason people don't like that theme park. So it should be one of those.
I don't love it. To be honest.
Yeah, you did
park,
that.
yeah. Which theme park? The Montreal one?
Yeah, the Montreal one.
I thought you were watching a review of the specific theme park aspect
okay.
of the game. Why won't it let me hide the edge fog, please?
Hello. No, this was not the specific of the actual the real life theme park.
What's going on here? Well, lads, looks like we've got ourselves a little problem where this blue edge fog will not disappear.
Are you using the clouds and fog toggler as well?
I am, but I clicked it and it stayed. So
because these things are always acting weird for me as well, and I can only use the cloud.
There we go. It was clouds. I can't with this game. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but not clouds are on. Or what's this? Well, we've got clouds. I don't love that, but oh well. Ooh, I wonder if the mountain goes above the clouds. That would be awesome. No, it doesn't. Everything just looks like it's very smoky. All right, now we've got some water things to remove here. Hate doing this. Takes forever. So yeah. No, I think I'll slap a Ferris wheel by it because Ferris wheels are awesome. They're very cool. Yeah, I'll do a Ferris wheel, and then what we'll do with the Ferris wheel and that is it'll be like a tourist attraction, and then we'll do the Olympic Village, styled like the Vancouver Olympic Village, right, which is just a grid of mid-rise condos. Which is nice. I like condos, what can I say, man? We can use those squarish condos by Smileys. And then we will do, with PO, we will try and build our own version of the Vancouver Olympic Torch, which is cool. And then we'll put a stadium. We need a stadium there, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Is it like the Winter Olympic sort of complex?
I wouldn't mind doing the Summer Olympics, right?
Okay.
Because if I do the Winter Olympics, right, it's very much Canadian. But first of all, our hockey arena is here. Our Olympic Village is here. Of course, the Metro. Ooh, but no, I think I'll do Summer Olympics because we already have a hockey arena, and quite frankly, I don't have a high enough snow line here to build a ski resort, right?
Yeah. Ski resorts are actually really fun to build. I love building those.
My favorite park in the city is Summit Gardens.
Yeah, the one that's stuck. The one that's stuck on the edge.
Let's see, can we kill it? Actually, why would we remove it?
Yeah.
It deserves better.
I just had that issue as well, like a couple of days ago, and it just disappeared by itself. So I don't even know what. I think I renamed it to a dot because I was annoyed by the name, and then the next time I loaded the game, it was gone. So
Corner Gardens because it's on the
corner garden.
Beautiful. We'll put a little cruise terminal there. No, I think I'll do the Summer Olympics because Winter Olympics. The thing about ski resorts in this game is they're very cool, right? Ski resorts are cool. We like them.
Yeah.
But you can only really build them in a vacuum, right? You can't have the ocean at sea level in a ski resort in the same map.
It's not impossible, but yeah, I get what you mean. It's not the most realistic. I think there are some places in like Chile and Argentina that you can basically ski.
Yeah, Santiago,
like
Santiago de Chile. It's a cool place. I gotta go someday.
Yeah.
All right, anyhow, this highway I don't love, but we gotta do something about it. So, we're just gonna turn you into tunnels.
Doesn't Montreal have a really cool Olympic stadium as well?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh, yes.
Now we're just gonna grab these nodes.
It's probably one of the most unique ones I've seen, to be honest.
To the edge here. A starting map theme or a starting map? Because the starting map was Carisdale Bay, which is Pacific Northwest royalty, right? So, but starting map theme here, I can show you all my theme mix if you'd like. We mainly, I feel like I did this last time and it gets laggy. I forget what I'm using. The point being, mainly the main themes I'd recommend for Pacific Northwest cities are Laviante 2.0 and Not So Rocky European. Those two are really good. But that's all I got for you. And let's just make this really small, like so. And then go like you. Anarchy, I don't care what's occupied. Just so that it comes out on the border, right? Right, well, we'll sort that out once we've built our mountains. Now, we want to put a peak right here. So when you're looking past Mount Douglas in the Salish range, there's another peak here, right? That's what we want. A city of your own based on the Great Lakes or northern BC. I can't say I know much about northern BC. I don't even think there's much there, is there? just mountains and pine trees, right?
I think the Carisdale map is a really good map.
Which one?
The Carisdale map you said you based.
The Carisdale map is pure Vancouver. Yeah. The Carisdale map is, I mean, I already removed this entire side. You gotta ignore it.
Yeah.
The Carisdale map was very, very much Vancouver. Except they put mountains in Richmond. And they gave North Vancouver a little bit more space. But I'm really starting to like how the island works. It looks very Montreal, right? And that's what we're here for. Oh man, city building in Minecraft. Oh, my back is killing me, guys. City building in Minecraft, I could never, bro. That's some high effort stuff right there.
I've seen some really cool Vancouver type cities in Minecraft, actually. Like,
I don't know. Like, mad respect to anyone who pulls it off.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be a collaborative thing, I think. But
have we got? Okay, there we go. Yeah, a collaborative thing. Now I'm thinking right here, right? We're gonna have a valley where the two mountain ranges split. So do we put like a stream or like an inlet? I'm thinking an inlet would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that for now. Just a rough draft of it. The trick to getting tall mountains in Skylines, and you got to do this at the very start if you're planning on making tall mountains.
Do people actually build cities with pen and paper? Like, you mean like building it like 3D?
No, I reckon they just do they draw it.
Ah, okay. That's still hella impressive. Yeah.
I remember back in the day, a place where I'd build cities would be pretty weird. Lego Digital Designer. They built
okay.
a city there once. Alright, well that's the ugliest inlet anyone's ever seen, but y'all get the point.
Ooh.
I don't know, I get it. I get the concept of doing that. I don't think it would ever work for me, I guess. Because, like, I don't know. Because, first of all, one of the fun things about Skylines, one of the best things about the game, right, is that if you do something you don't like, you can remove it. You can undo it, right? Unless it's in procedural objects. There's no forgiveness in procedural objects. But in Skylines, right, you fuck up and it's like, all right, whatever, we tried it, it didn't work, let's just do the next thing, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in things like that, right, your mistakes are permanent.
There's no turning back. That's why you should never use the in-game bulldozer. You should only use Move It.
Yeah. All right. Well.
So does this part of it, like, I'm always assuming this is like more Vancouver, like with the geography at least. But
Oh yeah, this is
do you?
very Vancouver. We don't know what mountains are like in Toronto.
Yeah. Would you want like beaches, like sort of large beaches at some point? Because
We're
I think
gonna
like
have to. We're gonna have to let
this
the
in.
beaches go because my sand
Okay.
texture is snow.
Okay. Yeah, it's the sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can relate. I have my current map I'm working on. I have like basically rocks for the sand texture because I
Mm-hmm.
want to do lots of rocky islands and stuff like that. So
I remember
there's no
there was a
sand.
theme. I'm pretty sure it's La Viante, where I think the oil is little rocky pebbles. Maybe we'll do that on the
Mm-hmm.
seashore.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, one of the best parts of Skylines is the lack of permanence in anything you do. Right? I really appreciate that. Whereas in those plus, let's keep it real, lads. The best part of Skylines isn't building. It's when you load into the game and you spend an hour or two just flying around your city, being impressed at how creative you are.
Amen.
Amen. We deserve it.
Yeah.
Self-care. All right. So we want our peak to line up with this low gap when viewed from the city. So it'll be about here. Oh, what am I doing? All right. Now our
So,
ridge line.
So Jon, do you keep 3 separate journals that are like multi-page long about like stuff you want to do, or what, or like to explain, like sort of as a legend to your city, or care to explain? Because I keep a long list like with stuff to do. I think it's like an Excel sheet that's like maybe 15 pages long or something like with just do this, do this, do this, do this. And it's getting longer all the time. And I think like when I've completed the whole list, I'm finished with my city.
Are you still working on Newport?
Yeah. I haven't been loading in that game in a while. In that
What are
save
your
game in a
load
while,
times
but
under your vanilla paradises?
it's about 2 minutes or something like that.
Fucking hell.
I mean, it's pretty good. It is actually very nice to be able to just load in.
You know, I don't love the experience of starting a new city because it's stressful, right?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Sometimes it's I don't know. It's the feeling when you start a city can be very overwhelming, but after a while, like it feels like you can get so much done in.
No, I guess for me it's I don't enjoy working on map infrastructure.
Yeah, that is the kind of thing you just would want someone else to do, I guess, or prefer.
But once I'm done these mountains, I'm gonna be doing the map infrastructure. So you know, all the highways and roads and our railroads.
Okay, yeah, that's nice, Jon.
Oh man, let me reopen the chat. We'll have our mountains split in 2 right here. No, map creation is painful for me. I can't do it. I tried my hand at it once, made a very simple map. Built the city and realized I'd forgotten like 10 different things.
There's a lot of annoying things about the map editor, right?
Yeah.
Because basically you can't really load with all the mods. For some reason, like it just acts really weird. You need to like sort of use less mods when you're in the asset editor and the map editor.
Yeah, because some mods just ain't built for that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
But I think the coolest part, the best part of a new city is that load time, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, it just opens in like a minute or 2. It's beautiful. Oh man, gotta admit, so far this is one ugly mountain. Flex Modern Office. Hang on, let me have a look. Never click subscribe on anything while you have the game open, though. It will crash your game. I can guarantee.
If it tries to download it, I guess that could be.
Yeah, it'll get weird on you. Flex Modern Office. Let's have a look. I like it. Yo, you know what this is perfect for? Our Olympic Village. Yo, good shout, Mohammed. Good shout. That's a top office building.
I like how the middle part is like sloped for some reason.
Yeah, it just works.
Like the middle windows.
It just works.
Yeah, it works.
It's a nice building.
Yeah, cool building.
Okay, we need this mountain to not be that tall. Right, so we're just gonna bring it down a notch. Oh man, this is a nightmarish looking mountain so far, I've got to admit. But let's try smoothing things out. Don't worry, Teddy. I know the mountains start off weird. And start off looking weird, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes with this kind of thing.
I'm impressed you're even like trying this, because I think this is like for me the hardest part of the game.
Man,
definitely.
Mount Douglas is gorgeous. Mount Victoria less so, and the Salish range even less so. But then again, we ain't done the backside of the Salish range, right? So, man, I guess what's happening with me in this city is I'm starting to plan so far ahead, right? When I'm not even a third done downtown, right? But the truth is, once I'm done downtown, it's gonna be some cheap and easy expansion, to be honest. Or over here,
you can just zone
over
some
here,
vanilla
I'm probably gonna
suburbs.
put, over here I might put a Banff-like town. Oh yeah, I'm gonna outsource my suburbs. What's the word? What's the word when like a company sends all their labor to China?
Oh,
is it
offshore it?
Offshore it?
Oh no, I don't.
Hang on, I'll search it up.
I'll
search it up.
I know what word you're looking for, but I can only think of offshore and outsource. Off-source. Outshore. Oh, I don't know.
Outshore. Offshoring, you were right. Yeah, I'm gonna offshore my suburbs. Don't you worry, kids. Yeah, I use the sand texture from Laviante, and then I use these sand decals by Ronix9. Man, it's so much easier streaming having a guest, you know? Because I'm not just talking to a chat.
You're actually talking to a human person that is talking back with the voice.
Thank you, Teddy. You're a real one. Activating Windows. Didn't want to be here. He's missing out.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Hang on. Ooh, right. So, hang on. What is our current altitude at for our mountain? 614. I think we can go a bit higher, but we'll get there. So what you want to do, Teddy, right, is you want to paint out your ridge lines, right?
Yeah.
Except this time, while we do it, right, we're gonna actually work on making the slope a bit more sensical. And those little peaks don't matter, right? Because they'll get smoothed out.
Yeah.
Right. And then right here.
I mean, this is one of those things I've tried so many times, but I've like never really felt that I've.
This is the first. I mean, this little mountain extension initiative is the first time I've actually worked with any of this kind of shit. So I'm pretty pleased with myself, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks really good. I've recently figured out that the slope tool is actually kind of useful sometimes for this, because you can like basically, I don't know if it's common knowledge how the slope tool works, but
I know how it works. I just struggle to use it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those tools that when you use it, hang on. One of those tools that when you use it, it feels like it's working against you.
Yeah. It sometimes works just like the level tool, but sometimes it works as a real.
Because look, you need to select your height, the height you're going to, and then wherever you click first is where it'll slope from.
Yeah.
Right. So for example, if we've done this, which is weird, right? Because it's sloping to that point, not just to that height, right? So if we put our point here, it'll slope to get to that point, right? You see?
Which is a very good way to make a conical shaped sort of volcano.
Yeah, but it's too perfect for me. I can't use it.
Definitely.
Because it's a lot easier to take an irregular shape and make it look a bit more regular, right?
Yeah.
Than taking the perfect shape and knowing what irregularities you'd see on a mountain, right?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like
Baldy Buildings offices, they're the best. They're the best. I think I'm using one in downtown.
Those are really old as well, but also like really amazing still.
Those and like Sankforn's assets are like the OGs, you know?
Yeah.
Bank of Skylines. The streets will never forget Bank of Skylines.
I need to look up some old buildings. Oh yeah, it's these guys. Yeah, I placed this all the time when I was still playing with assets.
What made you quit assets the load times?
I was basically spending too much time in the workshop downloading new stuff and like sort of trying to set up collections, and like then I found like, oh, there's no way I can find the perfect vehicle asset for this, and then sort of I just got discouraged by it. It's kind of hard work just making a good collection, and it's never complete, right? So
I just don't bother with collections. I have some insane asset bloat.
Yeah.
I
just found myself downloading everything, then removing everything again, and downloading it again, and it was a vicious cycle. It didn't really get anywhere. So I could build like an airport or a half-finished airport. Or I could build like a pretty good downtown, but it was half-finished. Like everything was half-finished. So I decided like I wanted to play with
I've never finished the downtown core. Like
I have never, yeah.
In all my past projects. What do you mean what the code is to go into Brooklyn Bridge and tell it to use a different road? Man, who do I look like to you? I ain't no programmer. I just use the assets. Yo, look at this little terrain. Did you see that? Did you see how it was getting all spiky on me here? That's sus. Alright.
It looks like Grand Canyon. I assume, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have a pretty cool little valley here, to be honest. What do you mean use a different road? Like on the network itself? Am I using the Bay Bridge or the Brooklyn Bridge? I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
I use the Bay Bridge, I think. The San Francisco one, right?
Ooh, I like how I have rocks down here. I don't remember putting those. That's nice. I made these pillars custom because it was just weird. You know, it needed a bit more on the base, right?
Yeah, that's a good call. I always try to add like some sort of pillar or like some sort of fundament, I guess.
Yeah.
Underneath.
That's how bridges work. That's how bridges are.
Yeah. Right? Because and it's also a safety thing, I assume, because if the bridge is like just like this large metal structure going down into the water, like I know like there was like this one large bridge in Sweden that got collapsed in the middle of the night because a boat ran into the pillars, and like I think it was like 8 or 7 people got killed because their cars basically
I feel like I read about that.
Yeah, it was like in the 80s. So like if you build bridges, like you should probably add like fundament to the pillars as well, if it's like a highly traffic chip channel underneath.
Mm-hmm.
If you want the realistic sort of this realistic aspect as well.
Yeah.
I feel like I do a lot of those like safety ideas when I build these cities. Like as you said with the airports as well. Like you can't build an airport where it would have the flight path going into the mountains
Because
and stuff like that.
the thing about Skylines, one of the things about this game that bothers me the most, right, is that a lot of the scales are off.
Yeah.
Like in this game, the trees, especially the trees made by asset creators, are so big. Right?
Yeah.
Right here, let's go into the city for a second and I'll show you what I mean. Look. My god, these clouds. You see, this is London plane tree young right here, and it's about 2 floors tall, right? Look at this tree right here. This tree is at least like 7 stories tall, right? Or the pine trees, man. I mean, look at these trees right here. Look how tall they are, right?
That is a big oak tree.
Yeah, but
a very big oak tree. Yeah.
Your average asset creator tree will be enormous, right? So, you know, I don't know what I don't like these clouds, man. They make it look like an industrial hellhole. Look, we made Union Station a terminus.
Yes. Nice.
Look how the train's rolling. This is the best part. I feel like I'm not really on dynamic resolution, am I? I am. 175 just looks like shit now. Did you see how far that train went in? That's the beauty of station tracks. Right, well.
Yeah, nice. I'm kind of jealous that you actually have a completed station here. I'm in my current city I'm building now. I have like this massive problem trying to make the station make sense.
I mean, if there was one mistake I made with Union, it would be look, the metro integration for Union is very bad. All right. Like, you got your metro station here. It's a pretty long walk, right?
It's not terrible. I mean, if it could be like sort of...
My idea is the metro system was built very recently. Right? Like, I'm talking like turn of the century recently, right? For the Olympics.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
You know. Because you got...
Sometimes you just can't fit it in, so...
The idea is this city hosted the Winter Olympics a while ago, and that's when they built the metro, and now they're hosting the Summer Olympics, so that's why they have the modern Olympic Village. It's a damn shame Toronto's never hosted the Olympics. But I don't know, the Olympics is such an expensive thing for a city to host.
Yeah, it's a kind of weird thing today. More and more like
the Brazilian economy is still trying to recover from Rio.
Yeah. From the World Cup and then the...
Oh, I love the World Cup, but the new World Cup is like bathed in the blood of 1,000 migrant workers.
Yeah, it's true.
Man, you're Swedish. You must have had a blast last time then. Enjoying your...
Yeah, it was pretty decent.
You know who I feel bad for?
Argentina.
Not Argentina.
Zlatan. Because he didn't play. He didn't want to play. He could have played if he wanted to.
I know it's his fault. Right.
Yeah.
I know it's his fault, but you can't help but feel bad for the lad who was like unquestionably like by far the best footballer in his country for a very long time, right?
Yeah. But he couldn't.
And then the one he doesn't play, they do make a quarterfinal run.
Yeah. Like the first time since 1994. So it's basically like his whole career has basically been group stage, failed to qualify, and then like, yeah.
But I'm pretty excited for this next World Cup because I started really following football in the summer because I was very bored. So I needed something to do.
Would you watch the Euros as well?
Yeah, I'm going to watch the Euros.
because those are kind of like.
Is Sweden
like,
in the Euros?
Yes, we
I'll
are.
cheer for them for you.
Yeah, thanks. I think we're with Ireland and Spain and I think Poland. I want to say. Actually, I don't know which.
That's a very good. That's a solid group because the Polish national team.
Yeah, it's Lewandowski.
It's Lewandowski, and he can't do it all for him, you know.
No, but his form is pretty sick, though.
Yeah.
So he's scary
who does
wherever
Sweden have? Is Zlatan playing?
I don't think so.
Because they brought him. They brought Zlatan back from the dead in Milan, right?
Yeah, I mean it would be really fun if he. But I don't think. I think there's some weird beef with the coach. And yeah, I mean.
Who else does Sweden have?
Honestly, not really that many. We have Alexander Isak, which is.
Oh yeah, he's
doing pretty well in.
He's in Sociedad, right?
Yeah, in Real Sociedad, and we have. I guess we have Emil Forsberg, which is doing pretty well in RB Leipzig, but still like not that well. I think he's like sort of he wants to leave.
Energy Drink FC.
Energy Drink FC. I love how RB Leipzig is actually RB is a.
Rasenball.
It's not. Yeah, it's a part of Leipzig. They can't in Germany. They can't have it. That's Red Bull, but they found like this perfect suburb. Yeah, we'll just call it after the suburb instead.
Big braid.
Yeah, and we have the Red Bulls as the logo thing, and it's very like blatant, but like it's no worries. We're not breaking the rules.
There's this joke that's like everyone in Germany was a bit happier to see Bayern win the Bundesliga once they saw the alternative was Leipzig.
Oh yeah, I mean that's those. It's kind of controversial, but it's kind of cute that they care so much about. I mean, I think Germany is the only place in the world that would be this like militant about the fan ownership structure and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
which I think is a nice idea. It's a fun thing, but
do they have
the problem is
those 1930s brick skyscrapers?
Oh yeah,
like Art Deco. Our Germanic sounding host is a Swedish fellow named Teddy Radko, who's very good at building vanilla. If you're talking like Art Deco styled architecture, Toronto has a bit of it.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, Toronto has some older buildings, like Commerce Court North. And, some old government buildings, and a lot of the University of Toronto has some really old buildings. But, they've gotten pretty lost in the skyline now. And then, of course, both Toronto and Vancouver and most Canadian cities, right, have those really big, really old railway hotels.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have the Fairmont Royal York in Toronto. And I think Vancouver might have a bit of older architecture, especially at ground level. At ground level, they both have these, typical older buildings. But there is some real terrible office architecture. Like I'm not talking the big offices, because I think building for building, Toronto has some of the nicest big office towers in the world, right? But in terms of those medium-sized offices around the fringes of downtown, there are some real crimes in Toronto, I gotta admit. Someday maybe I'll do a stream where I fly around Toronto in Google Maps. You've stayed there? John, you're rich. Or was it on the company card? Who knows? That's a fancy-ass hotel. Check out hotel where they...
Is it like close to the central?
It's right in front of Station? It's right in front of Union.
Ah, okay.
First Canadian Place is the best office building. Hello, MJ Nielsen. Wait a minute. Are you Matthias? Is that you? I think he's a patron. A fellow patron.
Sounds very Danish. I would say. Possibly. Now I'm just assuming.
You know, it's funny.
I'm sorry.
If you watch the credits of my videos,
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's you. Nice to meet you, mate. You'd notice that 2 of like my first 3 patrons were named Matthias. It was very weird. I had myself like a graduation present. Damn. I gotta get myself a better graduate. You guessed right, Teddy. Look at you. You know. Look at you.
Yes.
You're Scandinavian friends.
Yes.
Mm.
It's intuition.
Matthias, do you follow the Danish national football team? Who do you have? You have Kasper Schmeichel.
They have Christian Eriksen.
Yeah. Poor guy
Which
is
I saw
rotting on the bench at Inter.
He is kind of, but I saw him hit a incredible free kick when he was
In
actually
the
playing
derby, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
in
good
the
free
Coppa
kick.
Italia.
I follow
So
I
maybe-
follow Atalanta in Serie A.
Yeah.
They're a fun team to watch. Who else does the Danish now? I think that's the only people, like the only big name players.
There's Simon Cher.
No.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think he plays in Spain now, but he used to play in one of the Milan teams. Oh, I can't really. I think he plays in like Valencia or Sevilla now. Yeah.
You know, I gotta say, I'm very impressed by Kasper Schmeichel. You know,
Yeah,
it's gotta be hard making a name for yourself when your father is like,
He's probably like the best ever.
Peter Schmeichel.
Sorry.
Yeah, but he's done good. He's a really good keeper.
Yeah,
Even though his team just got eliminated by Slavia Prague from the Europa League.
Oh yeah.
Life comes at you fast, eh, Kasper?
Ouch.
Ouch, yeah. He could probably have saved that second goal.
Yeah.
But they would have just lost 1-0 anyways, because Brendan Rodgers chokes European tournaments. So, Matthias, well, we started with lag, and the game froze, and now it's working. So, now we're doing this mountain right here. And it's coming along pretty nicely. But I'm getting kind of
Are you
bored of it.
basing the mountains on like any specific, like sort of, are you looking like at maps?
No,
some
sir.
specific area?
We just build the ridges, and we take it takes us where it takes us, right? A science center. I mean, I've got this thing, this lovely building, Hamilton City Hall, really. Right here behind the tower. I think it's like a cultural center, but it could also be like a science center or a museum. You know, I just put it there because it looks so good behind the tower, you know?
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks so good. It like eases the transition over. Also, this building right here is so good for the tower. Like, this little circle thing. The way we were able to turn this thing red, I mean, it's perfect. I can't with how perfect it is. You know?
Oh, yeah, the sandwich. It's a sandwich building. The building is a sandwich.
What do you mean?
The base of the tower is a sandwich.
Does it look like a
You know, I mean, it's a sandwich that's cut in half, right? Like, it becomes a triangle-shaped sandwich. Am I the only one who's seeing this? The base of the tower. It looks like a sandwich.
Alright, chat. Does this look like a sandwich? Does this look like a sandwich to you?
And the tower is a huge, like, toothpick with an olive.
I don't know, man. Are you able to recognize the signs of a stroke?
Oh my god.
The Geological Survey Office, it's a nice looking building. I like it. But I've never been able to find a place to use it. But when we build our university, I'll probably put it around there.
How do you plan to do a university, by the way? Because that's kind of hard without vanilla buildings.
What do you mean?
I don't think there are that many custom assets from the universities yet.
Well, it depends on what style I want to do it. Right? Because if I want to do it old style like U of T, right? Then I know the assets I'd use, right? But the problem with doing an old style university is that
there's literally 0 campus assets in the Steam Workshop.
No, there
with
are a
that
few.
tag
There
at
are a
least.
few. There are a few. There are a few.
Campus area. Okay, you have to press the.
No. Like older uni buildings. Back in the dark days before. I don't have
Yeah.
campus.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I think I don't have green cities, industries, or campus.
Okay, then. Because I think the campus DLC sort of like forces you to do vanilla assets.
Yeah.
do you?
I think I'll try it. The thing about doing a U of T style university, right,
Oh,
would be that, simply put, I don't have a lot of other otter stuff in this city, right? So it would look kind of weird unless I found some more otter things. All right.
yeah, that's really relatable.
We're gonna leave this mountain here because I'm tired of mountains. I'm tired of it. It gets boring really quickly, doing mountains. You know. Now I'm gonna turn off these clouds because they're pissing me off.
Yeah, those are kind of annoying. Is that the clouds and fog toggle clouds, or basically the vanilla clouds? I
I
guess.
think so. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand any of this cloud stuff. No, today we're gonna do transit signs. This is part 2. And the first transit sign we're gonna do.
I have to ask: have you used any vanilla buildings at all in the city?
Let me think.
Like any vanilla assets, like whatever.
Let me think. I've used some vanilla tables.
I guess the metro is vanilla as well, right? It looks like it could be.
No.
Is it Mom?
No. I use vanilla assets here. These are vanilla. Not the ladies in underwear, that's not vanilla, but but the buildings. The buildings I used for the base are vanilla.
Yeah, that is good use for those. Oh.
But yeah, I didn't use a lot of vanilla because
that is a good way to create a larger like block, like a
yeah.
complex looking building. I could definitely try to do that as well in my own city.
I don't know. The problem with vanilla for me is the glass looks really bad.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't think I've used vanilla. I mean, I've occasionally used some vanilla props, right? I don't make roads. I don't know who made them, but it wasn't me. This statue I PO'd from being vanilla. I think that was pretty cool. How I PO'd this communist statue into a fireman.
Yeah. Oh, is it the Statue of Industry?
Yeah, but now it's a fireman.
Nice.
It was.
How did you do that?
PO.
Just remove the hammers.
Gears, and then I turned him from a commie to a
fireman. I love the helipad as well. Like basically.
Yeah, although to be fair, I mean, there's not a lot of room for error with our lovely little wall of concrete here, right? You know what I like? I like this. I think this is cool.
Yeah. Yes.
Because it feels like we don't have enough. Like, look how many pillars I added here, so it wouldn't look awkward. But it still looks awkward, right? It's still a bit of a steep hill. And then this bus terminal I love, even though it's tiny. But what were we doing? Transit signage. You all get to watch me do transit signage. So first things first, we're gonna delete the transit signage we have in this little shabby place. 1 and 2. And this line is the Pearson line, because this right here is Lester B. Pearson Avenue. So our tram lines are gonna be the Laurier line, which will be purple, right? The downtown line, which will be a very light blue. The Pearson line, which goes on Lester B. Pearson Avenue, which I forget what color I had planned for it, which will be a green. Oh no, the Pearson line will be red. This line right here will be red, and then the Pacific line that goes along this shoreline will be green. Right. So the best thing you can do when you're doing signage like this is just copy paste it over. Right.
Yeah, that's true. And then edit the things you need to edit.
Uh-huh. We're just gonna drag this lad over here. Fellas, I'd like to make a confession. And that was that even though in the International Finance Center you were told that, hang on, this is raw, this is off a bit. You were told that I'd lost the footage to the sunken tram station. The truth is that that footage never existed. I'm sorry. I never recorded it. I just forgot. So yeah, that's my dark confession of the day. I hope you don't hate me.
That could also be a way of losing it, I guess.
Technically, I just did it off camera because I was just fucking around, and then it came out really good. And I was like, all right, well, guess we lost this footage. See, I don't know. I'm very apprehensive about adding older buildings to this city. Because I like building modern cities.
Right. Oh, yeah, Mohammed, that is a very good Art Deco skyscraper.
What's it called? Sandstone Art Deco? Let me have a gander.
I don't know. Is it from Chicago? I like how repetitive it is. It's basically a massive. But I also love Art Deco. Yeah, I love that style. It's like my favorite.
I'll be right back. I need some water. I'm dying.
Oh, I absolutely love the Art Deco style. It's great. Do you have any other? Like I have some Art Deco buildings in my game from the what's it called, like the content creator pack Art Deco, which is made by Shroom, but. Oh, and there's also some skyscrapers in that one, actually.
All right, lads, I am back.
Ooh.
All right. So we're going to call this station Union Station South. Right? Because I assumed the trams would also stop somewhere in here. Which trains? I don't think there were any Art Deco trains. I think the trains you're thinking about came about in the era after Art Deco. Okay, so this line is the Lester B. Pearson line, and we don't know which bound it is. Oh, this is cool. Union Station exit counts. Hang on, so let's think. If this is exit, we'll say exit A, exit B, exit C, no, exit C, exit D, exit E, F. If it loops around, this would be exit F. So you will be, where's my line? It will be Union Station, exit, no, you know what? Union Station, yeah, exit B, exit F. Alright, now the color for this line is a red. So we want to get our red. Looking reddish. Huh.
Is this an add-on for the procedural objects, or is this included in the base version of it?
This is included in the base version of it.
Oh, okay. Is Pearson line going to the airport?
Which line?
Or this very red line, the Pearson line?
None of my Toronto's tram lines go very far, and they really shouldn't.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Because I think the airport is called Pearson, right?
Yeah. No, but Pearson was a really...
Was he a rich dude, like a mayor or something?
Was a really influential...
Mm.
Why won't it... you're killing me. It's killing me softly, this thing here. Oh, there we go. Alright. For some reason, these signs have a bluish tint to them, so I need to put a big black rectangle on top of them. Oh yeah, not FBI office is a very solid building. Right, now. What do you think, Teddy? For this signage section here, right, where we talk about the connections, should we just talk about the connections you can get right here, which would just be taxi? Or about the connections of all of Union?
So you mean like this particular exit?
Yeah.
I would probably do the same for the whole station and not.
All right.
I would probably because basically a lot of these connections are like not directly anyway, right? It's basically you have to cross some street somewhere and you have to do something. So it would probably make sense to basically
bus, taxi, metro. We need trains.
Yeah.
Which symbol here is a train?
I mean, because technically you could get to all of these, or maybe the metro would not.
Hang on.
Maybe the metro should be excluded. I don't know.
What do you mean? This is like the easiest exit to get to the metro because you just walk straight. Instead of having to go through the building. I'm gonna check right here what sign I used for my trains. Let's see, we used. I should have copied this. To be honest. Hang on, let me just drag you up behind the chat. D for the trains. That's a terrible choice. D, really? There's got to be something better out there. There really does.
So the first one is train. The second one is tram.
Train, tram, bus, taxi. But there's got to be a better one for train, I think.
It's hard to distinguish between train and metro, to be honest. I mean, like generally on these things, if you don't have like.
How about G?
Is G the tram?
The tram is H.
Aha.
Or I. How about I? No, that's just...
Is it the J one that actually looks like a tram from a side instead?
J? I don't want to do them from the side.
Yeah.
How about F?
Interesting.
How's F? Oh, yeah.
F looks like train, like intercity train style.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you think we should have different symbols for intercity train and a commuter rail?
Oof.
Oh no, I don't think so.
That's a good question. Also, one of those things I think way too much about.
I mean, you're looking at the guy making PO signage, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go with F. I don't mind it. I think it looks sexy. Curving around that bend like that.
Yeah, I honestly think it's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Now the problem is it kind of stretched. Oh no, it's fine. Honestly, I can't keep overthinking this shit. Or else you're always going. If you always go back, my tip for Skylines for y'all. I wonder how long we've been live for. My tip for Skylines is don't go back and change shit that often, right? Because if you're always going back, you're never going forward. My God. Right, we'll go with F.
Yeah, is this one of those things you have to basically redo all the signs?
I mean, I could have copy pasted the signs, but
Yes.
positioning takes a lot more effort.
Yeah.
And just
This is also very relatable. When you decide, like, nah, I'm gonna do this instead, and then you have to redo.
That's
the same
why I've
thing.
barely done PO signage anywhere, because I wanted to get like the final version of it, right?
Yeah.
Because if you
But
look
even
at,
the final version, you decide like, it could be better if I do this. And
yeah, but this is what I'm sticking with.
yeah,
This
good,
format.
good choice. Good choice.
Like originally, I didn't have any of that transit connection stuff, but it just meant that the other end of the sign looked very off, empty, right? So I just changed it to have my little shitty logo and
These logos, the symbols and stuff like that, are they also include, or is that like an extra thing you have to download with?
I actually just made this. I made this with a circle and an arrow.
Oh, that's nice. You saved different. Oh, that's really good. But I mean, like the letters for the different modes of transit.
Oh, PO has fonts, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So right here we want FHOS. No, F because there's no metro. Right. Now we want to lock everything. Except for this. And drag it to where we need it.
Yeah, John has a good idea why it could be like different. Like the signs from the different modes could be different. Like basically, if the historic signs are like from different companies and different like service providers and stuff like that, it would carry on when the sort of transit authority would consolidate all the different modes in the same sort of system.
But in real life, it won't be like that in this city because I'm lazy.
Yeah, but I think this looks good.
Let's see, so that goes there. Right, and then we'll put one up here over the doors. These doors are a little big, but I don't mind them from where they are. Actually, okay, we'll just leave it with that one, and then we'll copy and paste it over to this wall. Actually, I now realize that I should put the line direction here, because you can't cross these tram things.
Yes.
This would be Lester B. Pearson line, northbound, because the idea is the bridge curves down into the city. So Lester B. Pearson line. See, we're almost out of space here. But we're never going to have more transit connections than we do in Union, right? So it's fine. North.
That's also like one of those famous last words, right?
I mean,
like
what else am I
eventually
gonna do? Cable
you'll
cars?
find a,
No, let me get
you'll
a
find a
hotter.
way
Let me
to
let me
add
get a
that.
hot air balloon logo like
Do the monorail.
monorail. Nah, monorail is pain.
Because I did that. I did that exact in exact same thing in Newport. I thought like I'm finished. The main station is done. I don't need to add any more motor transport. And then I decided I'll probably do a monorail, like sort of this touristic monorail thing.
All right, now we have our animated signage.
You'll come around. You'll have the monorail, suspended monorail as well, like a maglev. So many options.
And our
Or
suspended signage.
hyperloop.
Oh yes, hyperloop.
How would that sign look even? The hyperloop sign.
We would just say zoom. All right, we're gonna put our clocks under this thing. And now we edit the text. And this is Pearson South. Pearson South. All right. Now I want to go here and get this red color. And we just want to store the red. Right, so as you can see, this takes an enormous amount of time. Alright. But we do it anyways. Red. Oh, fuck me. Fuck. I've just realized I've been using the wrong thing. It should be that. Fuck. Which means we're gonna have to go back and change that. Our next stop is right here. Do you think we call this stop International Finance Center or UPMC Complex? I'm tempted to say International Finance Center, to be honest.
That's the buildings to the left, right?
That's this. This is the International Finance Center. This is the UPMC complex. You know, it's got to be UPMC building. Who are we kidding? And it just makes sense. UPMC. Do we even have room for that? I feel like we don't. Just barely. All right. Did we get it all? We'll say the tram's about to arrive. Whoops, took a screenshot for some reason. 0 minutes, 5 minutes. All right. And then we want to put some of these up here, right? So that the tourists and shit can see how long the tram arrives.
These small details on the entrance to the station is like really nice, actually.
I don't love where this is though, you know? I feel like I'm running out of room on top of this thing. So we're gonna set this back.
But just that small extra like, piece of color that it adds, it makes the whole thing complete.
And we'll put you here. Ah, fuck it. None of that. Get out of there. I don't got. Nice. We'll copy and paste you over. And now we edit you right here. The next stop here is Union Terminal. Ooh, caps lock, love that. Union Terminal. Do we have space for that?
Is that stop on the other side of the station, or is it like on?
Yes.
You don't have to show, but you can.
Oh no! That stop's an imaginary stop inside the station.
Ah, okay. It's one of those.
Pierce.
We used our imagination.
Yes, sir. North, and we'll say 2 minutes, 7 minutes. Right. Well, hello, no scope JFK. Now what we gotta do now is we gotta go back and change these signs all everywhere to be correct. Because right now they're not.
So I think we have activating windows here with this alternate.
Yes. Hello, activating. Okay, these are correct. These use what they need to. I've only really done this signage in a few places. Down west, 2 minutes, 8 minutes. Oh, these signs aren't up to date. Interesting. And good to know. Let's just delete them. And grab
those
up
those red circles look
Look,
amazing.
I did these roads off camera. And I added the yellow medians, and it looks so much better now. With the median networks, right? And I fixed up these intersections so there's only just enough space. There's this mod, right? There's this mod that lets you remove, using TMPE connectors, lets you remove connections between rails and trams, right? So they intersect, but they don't connect.
Oh, yeah, you actually used that one. I've never really found a good use for it, but that's a perfect location for it, yeah.
Right? See how these trams just cut on through? It's beautiful. And then I have this tram line goes all the way up to here, where I gave it its own platform at this station.
Yeah, that's nice.
Anyhow, let's get our functional signs. Because I fear, see, this isn't our tram logo. It should be H, not O. New retaining walls by Ronix. Interesting.
Oh, yes. They actually appear.
How did
they actually appear to have a sort of slope.
Like
they have a good like slope.
Angled retaining walls.
Yeah, I think there's a slight angle to them, but they have like this sort of shrink. You can use them like for the.
I'm gonna look.
The ends and the, how do you say it even?
Retaining wall networks.
They're tapering, I guess, like something like that. They look really.
Oh, that's Japanese.
Really good.
They're like Japanese style. Feels like.
And it looks like they come with some grass on top of them as well. So you can like.
Let's see. Did we get the right symbols everywhere? We did. I've only done like a few select stops with this signage.
There are no trams in Vancouver, right? It's only Toronto.
I think Vancouver has trolley buses, but I'm good. I don't want to use trolley buses. Trolley buses are weird. They strike me as a purposeless form of public transportation.
Not entirely, but yeah, I get the point. If you have those,
you're already invested in the electric stuff. You just don't want to dedicate a lane to it.
Yeah. They can be good, I guess, but
I do think the Skylines team did a good job with animating them.
I think they put too much effort into that the small thing that was They look really good, but they
You know,
put a lot
to
of
be
effort
honest,
into it.
what I do like about the Skylines DLC model, right, is that none of it's really that necessary, you know? Like, you could just not buy the DLC and be fine.
Yeah, that's true. The free updates are like the free update from Sunset Harbor is probably the most because it gives you the above ground metro. So
the only reason I bought Sunset Harbor, and I don't regret the purchase for this reason, is I'm an idiot. The only reason I bought Sunset Harbor was this.
It's the fishing. The fishing boats in the harbor.
The marina boats. And look, you see how they go into the marina? See this? And this one, it'll go out through here without hitting anything.
That is very nice. You could do this with ferries, I suppose. But then it's mass transit you need.
But ferries are less easy to work with than these.
Yes. They can be a bit scary as well. Like,
plus, I don't know. Ferries are just hard to work with. I don't love them. Alright, now you are the downtown 9. And we're gonna just go here and we're gonna this color.
Yeah, I agree with you on it's in real life there's probably like a better case for trolley buses.
I think trolley buses are good for like medium density places. I want to say like this is downtown heading what direction? Downtown west. I mean, yeah, they're probably a bit cheaper than trams because I feel like only a few companies sell trams, I want to say.
And also, of course, the tracks, I suppose.
Yeah. And you don't have to dedicate a lane to a trolley bus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to shrink you down a bit to be...
It's kind of interesting. They recently upgraded the... they basically built a tram network in my city, like just... They opened it like last fall, or this fall, in November. And it's been having a lot of problems and it's cost a lot of money. So it would probably be easier if we just did the trolley buses, to be honest. I think in my city it would probably make more sense with trolley buses because there are like other cities that have trolley buses nearby and stuff like that.
My thing lagged out here. Eh? It's not letting me modify it. Alright, we're gonna take it from the top then. Just delete this. I mean, trams. I feel like with trams, you have to. Like, trams are easily the better transportation method.
Yeah.
Especially if you're willing to give them the room.
Yeah.
But
they also require more like sort of dedicated effort for them. It does take like more maintenance and stuff like that.
More people who know how to do it, right?
Yeah, because basically the problems with these trams is like that for some reason all the wheels have like worn out after just a couple of months running.
All the what?
So all the wheels for some reason are worn out, so we need to like sort of repair the wheels of the trams.
Oh, that's right.
And I have no idea. I have no idea how
how that happened.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
How did we get here? Yes. I'm not near Stockholm. I'm in the south, near Malmö, you could say.
It's Sweden. Oh, so you are close to Matthias.
Yes, actually. Across the pond. Like literally.
And then the next stop here, after this, would be right here. Actually, we'll put it right here. Yeah, I think since this is dedicated, there's no point not having it stop so often. I like that. I think we might do that. For now, we will. And it will be Infinity Condos. Infinity Condos. condos. Deep. We need to make it a bit smaller.
It's a very fitting name. I can't really say why, but it just feels very right.
Infinity condos.
Yeah.
Because there are fucking 4 of them. It's a lot of condos from one development.
Yeah, like sort of, yeah, you know, like the developer trying to make something cool out of the fact that they basically built a shit ton of condos.
But what I really love about them, what I really love about these buildings is this curve when you're driving down Laurier. I don't know. They work really well to frame the tower area, you know?
Yeah.
Because I guess this shape combines with this curve and then this curve to give it a more interesting shape of the area, you know? And I mean, the lines don't flow perfectly, but the effect is there.
I like the idea with angled, the one condo that's angled towards the other 3.
Yeah. The question is, what should I put back here? I gotta put something cool. I'm thinking a park would be nice there. Maybe they only let the developer build that many condos if he builds a park in some of the space. That would make sense.
Yeah, actually, it makes sense. Could be like a park in between the condos, maybe even.
Mm-hmm. Now the next stop here would be this park. What is this park called? Give me a name, Teddy.
What is stop?
What?
What the stop was called of a park?
The stop? We're naming the stop the park. Hurry, give me a name for the park.
Oh.
It's a very simple looking park, but I like it. It just looks nice. Not a lot of trees, simple landscaping.
It feels like one of those, like, that was like industrial sort of, like rail related area that was converted into park.
True. This area is based off of the area near Fort York in Toronto. It looks pretty. I think pound for pound, nothing has made the city look bigger than when I built this area. You know?
Because it extended like the whole thing.
Plus this yacht club and hotel looks so good.
Yeah.
It just works. Right, well we need a name for the park, Teddy.
Oh, I'm so bad at names though. This is one of those things. Oh, but I'm gonna look some
Stockholm Park.
See what
or Malmo.
Stockholm Park.
Malmo or Stockholm? Or what's your hometown?
It's not uncommon, like, but it would probably be an international city. So then, like, Stockholm Park is more like probably, or it could be like something from Australia or like some of our Commonwealth places, like it could be
somewhere
like
in the Commonwealth.
Adelaide. It could be like Wellington. These are all streets in Toronto, by the way.
Yeah.
It could be, it could be Melbourne. If you don't already have that.
Actually, maybe we should name it after something indigenous. I don't know. I wouldn't call it something I'd name a road. That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, let's give it the outline while you figure this shit out. The clock is ticking.
I always like that Point Roberts thing. I don't know for a park,
Point
but
Roberts?
It's that weird part of America that is basically not connected to America. It's just south of Toronto, Vancouver.
Oh yeah, I know it. I know someone from around there. I hate how the names for parks just are violently off center. I can't.
Yeah, that is. And sometimes they are on the edge of the map, literally.
Mm-hmm. Park. Fuck it. Stockholm Park.
There is
There we go. Stockholm Park. What is this called? Alright, Stockholm Park. Oh no, we need something shorter. It won't fit on the tram sign.
You can do it. I found one.
What?
It's like a small place on Vancouver Island.
What's it called?
It's called Ubu. It's like this small, little, actually really interesting. I'm gonna spell it. Yubu Park.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
I put it in the chat.
Which chat?
Oh, the YouTube chat. Oh no, okay.
Oh, Yubu. That just sounds like a misspelling of YouTube.
Yeah, but I kind of liked it. It sounds
What
like
does it
weird
mean?
something that
What does it mean?
I have no idea what it means.
I'm not naming it. What if it means like fuck in some other language, right?
Oh shit. I'm gonna go to the Wikipedia.
I'll search it up. Yubu. Yubu.
It's named after 2 employees of the Empire Lumber Company, which operated the first sawmill there.
See, it's not even indigenous. No, that's too colonialist for me.
Oh my god. Okay. It's by the Cowishan Lake. That has to be.
That's too long. That's too long. You know what? What's a nice short city name? Paris? Paris? No, this is too simple to be Paris. Chat. We need some name suggestions. Also, John, I'm not.
Sydney? I mean,
I already have Sydney.
It's a bit long.
That's a road name.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Malmo. It's short.
Berlin Park. I have no idea.
Malmo. Congratulations.
Yes,
Malmo
we get
Park.
them all. Can you do the? Can you do the O?
Let me copy and paste it from somewhere.
I can send it in the chat.
Hang on, no, I'll get it from Google. It won't let. Oh, it worked. It worked. It worked. There you go. There you go. You got your fancy little O.
Yeah.
Fucking Scandinavians, man.
Yes. Very nice.
Use the normal alphabet. I'm begging you. I wonder how that'll look here. I doubt this font is built for those things. Let's see.
I have to say to MG Nielsen that I love the chocolate, the Odense chocolate.
I'm sorry, it came out with a French accent. Would you rather no accent then? Yeah, we'll just do a normal O.
Yeah, do it. Like, do it with an O and an E if you want. But sometimes I spell it in English anyway.
Malmo?
Like, yeah.
Nah, man, I'm good. Sounds dumb. Alright. What time is it? Oh god, it's 5:12.
I have to say I'm really impressed with how quick you built that mountain. Like, that never... Like, I could spend like a week just...
We'll name the next one Odense Matthias. See, I built this mountain quick, you think, but I mean, it's not done because it still looks like shit on this end. And look how many more we need to do. So it feels slow at some point, right? Alright, lads. Chat. What do you want to see me do? More transit signage? More mountains? Or build a block? Build a block of city. What do y'all want to see? I think there's like a delay or something of the sort.
I think the same, actually.
Yo, check out these new podiums by Smileys that he released. Look at this. And the tennis court. And a big useless concrete wall that I don't have the room to do anything with. I might have to actually put graffiti on this shit, man. Pretty scary.
That could be one of those murals.
Alright, Matthias. We're doing a block. And we're going to do this block right here. On the other end of Malmo Park on London Avenue. And guess what we're going to put there, lads? It's condos. But I can't really put any big condos, right? Because most of them wouldn't be that visible. But this is such a major intersection, right? Frederick Banting with London Avenue. See, I have these two roads, right? Are 7 lanes each, right? And then they shrink as they go into the downtown. You think that's fine? I don't mind. Yeah, I think it works.
Yeah, I think that's kind of not that weird. Like, we do that in Vancouver, I think.
Right then.
Yeah, John also wants to see the condos.
John
I
is
think
the
it's
wealthiest member of the aristocracy, so his wishes. Is this too big? It is, and it's too red. I don't know. I love this building, but I really struggle to make it work anywhere.
Have you placed? No, you haven't placed it yet. That looks really good though.
Here, hang on. Let me bounce something off, y'all. Because we actually have two options.
I think that would actually look really good there.
No, I don't think it would. It's too big. Right, because all of a sudden, these buildings look really short now, right? Now, hear me out. We actually have two options for... oh my god, I forgot what they're called. We have two options for how our Olympic Village is going to take shape. Right? Because one option... one option is we use these red brick buildings. Right?
Ooh, just keeping the brick theme.
Yeah. I remember way back in the day I did something like that. Like a big red brick development. Or we just do it modern like Vancouver's is. I don't know. That's something to consider for the future. Alright. And let's get rid of this.
I've only seen the Olympic Park in Munich. It's like the only place I've been with.
Yeah, the Vancouver one's
Feels
super modern. But I do...
It feels like we just have the same theme of the buildings as the most important for park. Like sort of a... Maybe not even that important, but I know the one in Munich is basically very... It looks like everything is built at the same time.
Not too tall. I feel like it is.
Have you planned to build a super futuristic, like out of place building somewhere? John asks.
See, me, I put too much thought into my skyline, right? Into making sure it looks beautiful from every possible angle. To violently murder it like that, you know?
Like a retro futuristic building, like almost Fallout style.
Oh no way. I can't do that to myself. Does this look good here?
Oh yeah, that looks good.
I don't know.
I think I like the brick building because it changed. It's a different color from the other ones, and this one is also a bit different, right? So it's it complements them.
I don't
Good.
love it. I think it's too tall though. So we'll put the shortest one here.
It's one of the Reaper.
Yeah.
That's great that that they did these in all different kinds of sizes. It's absolutely amazing, actually.
That looks dumb as fuck. That looks so bad. I can't. Oh no, the walkie-talkie building. I don't mind it, but I'd never do something like that to one of my cities. I've been thinking what we'll do instead is we'll put this back here. What the hell is this? Are you seeing this? Why it's so red? That's weird. Anyhow.
Oh, interesting. What happens if you change the color?
Yeah, I never seen a building get placed already painted. That's weird.
That is something that I think that
honestly, I'm gonna go with these back here.
That's good.
I do like this. But I don't like how it's about the same height, right? So instead what we'll do is we'll put it in the gap, right? Because they'd know there's the gap there. So it would make sense for them to put that there. But that's still too tall, you know? This building doesn't look that good tall. In my opinion. What's it called? Sherburne. Sherburne.
The walkie-talkie building, I'm looking at big pictures of it. It's one of those weird London buildings that has to be built in a specific way because of like sightlines.
Yeah,
Is
I
one
think
of
that's
those.
cool, but I think
Yeah, that is actually really cool. Like,
it's cool, but they did a terrible job. Oh, this is it. This is perfect.
it looks absolutely massive and completely hideous.
How's this look? I think we'll go with the shorter version, to be honest.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good. You still get the red to complement.
Because you know what I did? I went into relight and I increased the saturation of all my reds and oranges.
Mm.
But I think we'll still go with the shorter version, to be honest. I think we'll do this. That's it. That's perfect.
What do you mean, John? How should you set someone's car on fire? Like not in real
How do you
life.
do that? What are we, lads? What are we, children looking at ants with a magnifying glass? Does this look weird? I think it does. But I think what we'll do instead can be...
Okay. I really hope this is not a real story, John. Did this actually happen?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
like
no, it's true, it's true, it's true.
Oh my god.
Hang on, I know. See, this is...
Oh, the walkie-talkie building, because it's like shaped as a sort of a parabola.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually kind of makes sense. I love when they mess up architecture that bad that it actually like, causes disasters. I've heard of this one building, I think in Leeds in the UK, that basically killed a person because of the wind. It was like funneling the wind, so it like basically just created a wind funnel, and some poor guy was walking around the building and basically got picked up and thrown about, so that they died.
What
So
a horrible, horrible way to die.
yeah, like by architecture indirectly. Like that's.
Does this look weird? I don't mind it. I think it looks kind of cool. Thoughts? How does this look? What do you think? This looks like the kind of modernist horror that people would make nowadays, doesn't it?
It doesn't really fit with the block though.
Doesn't?
The longer one, right?
I don't mind it. I think it looks kind of cool the way it stretches in. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't mind, but I think it clips the road, doesn't it?
This?
No, the far side.
I see. Hang on.
A little bit.
There we go. I think we'll go with the shorter version. I think that's the best bet.
Skyscraper literally melts a car in England. Yeah. Yeah, this is apparently a thing.
How long this series will go for? I've changed my mind about suburbs. I'm hoping it remains functional for the long run. That's the hope. That's the plan. Chat, what do you think of this building here? But the series will last for as long as it remains functional. I don't know, I'm still not too convinced. I think I might just keep it on the low rises. You know?
I think the low rise works pretty good as well. But then again, I like the idea of having like a little bit of a taller tower where it like sort of peaks out, so you can like sort of get this view out over the Malmö Park.
Yeah, but the tall tower is ugly.
Yeah, that is.
How about
true.
this?
That looks good. It fits very good with the intersection as well. Ooh.
Is this just a longer version? I don't know. Nah. I think this is it. Yeah, that works. That works perfectly.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What do you plan to do on the towards the intersection?
Back here, I'll put like a parking lot, and here we'll put a taller building, but like an indescript tall building, you know?
Okay.
Like an ugly one. Yeah, that looks good. Like a slug. But yeah, the series will go as long as my computer is able to support it, and I'll ask my patrons and members of the Discord server to help with suburbs. That's what I meant when I said we're gonna outsource them. Like, I know a guy who said he'd build me a 1-1 Western University. No, that looks terrible. That looks abs. Did you see that, bro? I hope you didn't. That was bad. How about a hotel? No, this intersection is important. That's the thing. You know?
Oh, do you have those? Is it crazy? What's it? Oh, the Salt Lake City buildings.
Which ones?
I think it's by Crazy. Oh,
yeah, Crazy Fluid is the guy who makes the Salt Lake City buildings.
Yeah, I think so. Because there's like one pretty, like very, very cool building that would fit pretty good in that corner, actually.
How's this?
It's like a bank office or something like that.
Ooh, I think this is kind of cool.
That looks good.
Yo, this is cool. I like this. Yeah, that looks awesome. The way it kind of goes around it.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Then I think that means we can go for the shorter version here.
Yeah, it sort of creates a yard, like in between. Not the biggest, but... Oh my God, let me see
Why
if I
is
just
this a
can
different
find
height? Ah! That's so weird. Well, we'll just keep the taller one because there's no shorter one. And I want there to be balconies facing inside. I think that's the important part.
So I think it's the Beneficial Financial Group Tower, Salt Lake City. The one I'm thinking about.
Beneficial Financial Group?
I sent it in the Discord.
I remember back in the day when I tried downloading those Salt Lake City assets. I get this error, so I'm not sure if I have. Oh, I think I know which one.
It has like
it's a beautiful building.
Yeah.
But we don't really do office zoning here, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But that building will be in the city, I have no doubt, because it's one of the nicest out there.
It's also very old. I think I basically used it in 2017. Okay. Used it in like all cities I've ever built. Feels. With lots of with assets at least.
You know what? I think.
When did you start playing?
Way back. it took building a computer because I downloaded this for the Mac, right? So
Yeah, you told me, I think.
I think we'll play with this corner right here as well. But it still looks a bit too long, you know?
I basically played it to and from since launch, I think.
I like this. How's this? I think it's a unique little
Oh,
angle.
that's nice. That's a little bit of extra sort of step.
Yeah. Let's see, hang on. I'll check when I downloaded it. Where do you check when you downloaded a game?
Ooh, I honestly don't know.
I remember there was a way to check.
Hello, Wendy.
Who's here? Yo,
Wendy.
Wendy, my boy.
That is actually a really, really beautiful skyline.
Which skyline?
The skyline you're showing right now.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice angle.
Or the angle. View.
You know what? I think we're gonna turn these into PO.
The ones on the water?
These ones.
Oh, the new ones, okay.
Yeah, and we're gonna make sure they're all white first of all. Or should we go for like a black? Nah, or a red. Oh no, never mind. Beautiful. No. White.
If you search for it on Steam support, it says when you purchased it.
If you search for the game on Steam support. See, this is the best tip for editing vertices on a building.
Nice.
So I just want to get rid of these things right here, right? I want to flatten the selection. And do that.
Yeah, it says when I bought it. This is amazing. I bought it the 15th of February 2015. So that's even before launch, I think. Yeah, I did the pre-purchase. Oh my god.
I mean, I was like a child in 2017.
I remember because I was in university and I failed both my exams when I got the game.
What a guy.
Yeah. I had 2 exams that period and I failed both.
I think the most recent game I bought for myself was Stellaris. Which is a great game, by the way. I do like it. It's very solid. I would recommend it to a friend.
Is it much like the other Paradox, like grand strategy games? Like, is it similar to Europa Universalis and those kind of games? You think?
I found it to be a good mix of, because for me, Europa Universalis was too much, you know.
Yeah, I have to agree.
You know,
it's like, what do you mean I can't go to war? What do you mean I can't just take everything?
I found it took a lot of the best from Europa Universalis and Civ.
Okay, that's cool.
So I'd recommend it strongly because it's not that hard. I think an important part about Stellaris, if you want to have fun with it though, is there's a lot of ability to customize your empire, right? Like the way it works, how it, you know, that kind of shit. So I think it's important in Stellaris to... Did I get the right verses? I did. What a great guess. It's important to like work with that sort of role-playing aspect. If you know what I mean. Like, like don't do things in... If you do things in Stellaris because it's like the best way, the best answer to a certain situation, sure, that's fine. But the best way to have fun with it is to play with a certain play style based on how you build your empire, you know? That's my advice on Stellaris. get it right. No. This is going to be a bit harder to move out. I think it's this vertex and this vertex. And these vertices. Oh, no. This is going to get complicated. Yeah, fuck. Oh my god, never mind. This is too hard to make work.
Selecting all the right points in the 3D model.
But I think that looks good enough.
Yeah, I think that looks great. You should have like this sort of, it could be like basically a party sort of room or something but you can rent or something.
Yeah.
So like all the residents in the building can like rent this for like parties and stuff like that, or like some other stuff. You don't have to party, of course, but could be.
Do you see me just summon the metro like that?
Oh.
This is a sexy angle. I really love this. Let's see it on 400.
Does it say SkyTrain on it? Yes, it does. If you don't, so you don't confuse it with the ground train.
Hang on, I'm gonna save before I start getting ambitious with my dynamic resolution.
Yeah, do that. I've never dared. I don't think I've unlocked so I can go up to 4. At least I think I don't ever go higher than 300. I have a pretty old computer, so.
Oh, nice. Bournemouth won. Who did they beat? Watford. That's a big win, I think. Where are Watford in the championship table?
I actually don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
It doesn't save fast. Oh, hello. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I turned off the chat for a moment. Hello, Rowendy. How's it going? You're from the UK. Crashing in the loading. Do you have loading screen mod installed? Yeah. You need loading screen mod installed and try installing the mod. I forget what it's called. The mod that checks for mod conflicts. And I just put it on 25% resolution. Just so that I remember to do so and so that it loads in. Like, it won't change how fast it loads, but it'll mean when things load, it's less laggy, right? Because it doesn't have to worry that much about the graphics. And generally, my game is pretty laggy when I load in. Alright, I do reckon... What else is there left to do? Yeah, I'm sorry, I forget what it's called, but it'll give you a report on what mods work and what you can replace them with if they're odd. And if not, try just in Steam. I think it's in properties. Try verify integrity of game files. That solves a lot of my problems when they happen.
Yeah, I agree. That one is a very good idea. You basically just right-click the game in the Steam list if you have Steam, assuming, and then
here. Let's fly around
choose
the
settings. It's settings and then local files, and then you can verify the integrity of the game files.
Look at this, lad. It's the stream version of cinematics. I love this new camera thing that they added a while back.
Yeah, I don't know when they added it.
What do you mean? You don't know the button?
Yeah, I don't know I didn't notice when they added it, but I know they've added it like
Do you know
probably
the
a
button?
long time ago. Yeah, I know the button.
They added it with Park Life.
Ah, okay.
I remember watching the Park Life demo. Those people had no
Ah,
idea how to play the game. They were lost. I remember.
I don't think I've ever used this function, but it's nice.
I like it because sometimes you just want to go on your phone and let your city fly behind it. You know.
Yeah. I'm gonna try that. See what happens in my game.
Oh, what else? Man, I need to get myself. I don't know. I have like a decent sized population, but I just don't have a lot of cars going around the city. I think because the peninsula, most of it's PO, and the thing with block services is it's only like one or two households. Meanwhile, those big apartments in Victoria, they have like 100 households, right? You see, look how far in the train goes. That's what I did with. I added station tracks at the end, right? So that the train
Okay.
rolls all the way in. It's a pro tip.
That's nice.
How to make cities less laggy. Don't don't let people into your city. That's my best tip. Just when it doesn't have to worrying about citizens, it's a lot easier to run the game.
Yeah. Ban all population.
I only let like 12. This is interesting. Did they change this setting so that we're inching across the city? You know, all of the cinematics have been vaguely contiguous.
Okay. When I tried it, it basically just spawns in the weirdest and most ugly parts. So I don't see anything interesting at all.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it'll just take you to the highways at the edge of the town, right?
Yeah, I did the highways on the edge. Yeah.
The only reason I let 12,000 people into my city was because some fella from Paradox wanted some cinematics, and I didn't want it to be a ghost town, right? Union Station, Union Station, Union Station.
You can do prop
What would
cars.
y'all like to see tutorials on? Tough crowd.
Yeah, how?
I don't know how long the delay is though, so who knows, right?
What is? I know what kind of things like. If I would do like tutorials at some point, I know what I would do, like the weird stuff. How do you make a boat out of like vanilla assets, stuff like that? How do you make a bridge that looks good?
If you ever want to do a guest star tutorial on vanilla, you're welcome to do so. You know what, Teddy? Hang on.
Are you doing a vanilla?
I would never do vanilla.
Why
But
not?
if you want to do a collaboration tutorial, we can. Hang on. Teddy, I need to give you the homie raw on the Discord server. Congratulations. You've been promoted.
Yes.
Your name is now Orange.
I've never been orange before.
Oh, well, now you're Orange. Congratulations, man. This is big. This is big. Yes, Paradox. Paradox wanted some cinematics for something. They didn't tell me what. So I found out with the rest of us common folk. Well, let's keep working on this block. I do like this angle is beautiful. These new buildings, man, I originally didn't use them much, but then I remembered I had them. My. They're just great. And then this building, it's not the best asset, right? But having it where it is so Toronto, I couldn't not, you know? What's Big Orange? You need to provide context to this. Is it some sports thing? Do we support the Netherlands?
Go big orange.
John, what do you mean? Speak to me. Explain to me the Big Orange. You know what I need to do eventually? You know what I need to get around
it's just
doing?
fruit.
Thank you, Rowendy. I need to I need to take a screenshot and then I need to go into Google Drawings and fix up my logo so it's this skyline instead of the skyline of an old city in my profile picture. Rowendi, where did all your videos go?
And
They were so good. In Tennessee, the big American football team is the Tennessee Volunteers. So the whole deal is go Big Orange, Rocky Top, Tennessee. See, I'm not from Tennessee, so I know none of this.
Go Big Orange, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Will you say that sort of like?
Am I gonna build an airport eventually? See, Matthias, the thing about building airports in city skylines is I've never seen anything kill a project more quickly than airports. Airports are just so hard to do detail. You know?
We are motivation drains, definitely.
Like, I feel like you could, if you want to do a detailed airport with decals and shit, you fill up your entire prop limit, right? So it's just hard. If I were ever to do an airport, it would go here. But right now, in my mind, the election, a bit complicated. Right, well, if you want to talk about it later, I'm down. If I was ever to put an airport, yeah, good. You better be back. You make good videos, mate. You're a good builder. Don't forget that. Right now, on our lovely, well-shaped island over here, it's currently Olympic Village that's winning the election, in my mind, of what to put there. And it will likely remain that way. Because an Olympic Village is so Canadian, and I'm trying to put a bit more of Montreal into things, right? That's why our island looks like a bit like Montreal Island, but cooler.
You aren't doing the racetrack?
Oh yeah, well the racetrack fits in. It's a big island, but
yeah, okay.
But you can't fit in an airport and an Olympic Village, right?
What if the city like eventually becomes more and more Montreal, and like Montreal takes over?
I don't love Montreal. I do not like Montreal that much. Have you ever been to Montreal?
I've been to Quebec.
Quebec City is beautiful. I love Quebec City. Quebec City is really, really unique. But Montreal, I don't love Montreal.
Is it too French? I have no idea.
That would be racist.
Yeah, probably.
No, I don't know. I just
I
don't know, man. It's like a weird place. You know, the vibes are weird in Montreal. Which sounds weird, but if you were to go, you'd understand what I mean. Like, plus, it's a... I don't know, maybe the last time I went. Yes, Rowendi, that's a good approach.
I just knew
whenever I play any of those games, though, I play as Canada, so... You know. Canada. Because I'm a patriot for my country. Yeehaw. But, yeah, I don't know, Montreal's a weird place. Plus, when I went, I don't know if it was the time of year I went and the angle the sun was at, but it was a really dark city in downtown. Right, and it was really cold, so I just stayed in the hotel. I feel like if I were to go in the summer and spend more time traveling, I'd probably enjoy it more. Let's go back to some funky views of Canada. If I were to go back, I'm sure I'd probably have a blast. But if I were to go anywhere at this point, after a year spent living at home in quarantine, but yeah, Montreal's not a bad place either.
I would like to try because for me Montreal is like famous for food, right? Or like famous.
The food there is good. It's like, the food there is very good.
Yeah, they have the bagels and
the bagels hit different, but when you get a bag of Montreal bagels, you gotta eat them fast. They go bad pretty quickly, like mold and shit, because they use authentic ingredients, right?
Yeah.
I really need to detail that corner there by the rails, by the buildings. That corner there, I need to detail it, put something there. Why are all of these? You don't know my actual name? Good, I don't want to get doxxed. Yeah, but I live in Toronto. That's about all I'll say. I like Canada. Canada's a good place to live, you know? Nowhere's perfect. But Canada comes close. Yeah. Although I've got to say our COVID response has been ass. Look at that train crash going. Love that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's happening.
That's lovely.
Ouch.
Water, a fellow Canadian. I mean, yes, the cold is nice in small pieces. The good thing about winter is snow. Snow is beautiful. We like the snow because it is beautiful. There's literally nothing like a snowstorm in terms of how nice it looks, to be honest. Right? Because, like, a snowstorm, man, it's just so, like, you don't think it would be like this, right? Because it's a storm. But snowstorms, when it's snowing really, really hard, you go outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just super, super quiet. Right? Everything's deafened by the snow. And since there's barely anyone driving anywhere, right? Especially when it's at night and you see the snow reflected, well, the light reflected off of the snowflakes. It's really something, you know? I enjoy it too much to live somewhere without winter.
Do you have a plan to do, like, you could, like, temporarily convert your city to a snowfall city?
I mean, the reason I did City Skylines Christmas was because I wanted to do a snowfall city.
Or you can, like, with the environment changer?
I
think you can change.
I changed it. I did that once just to see what it was like. And there are a few things.
The PO maybe is a problem. I don't know.
No, PO isn't the problem. PO actually works fine, right? I mean, I mean, Santa's Workshop was PO in Christmas, right? The problem is this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Every intersection in this city is detailed, right? And as part of that detail, every intersection in this city is covered by ploppable asphalt.
Yes.
And in snowfall, roads get snow on them, roofs get snow on them. Everyone gets snow on them, but except ploppable asphalt.
That is a bit of a pain, yes.
Plus, I did originally want to. I think maybe if I were to go back, I'd do this city in autumn because autumn is so beautiful in Skylines.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm. But as Rowendi would know from sure, when you build in autumn, there's this extra step added to everything where you have to throw leaves everywhere.
Yes.
That's the truth about autumn. But I did once build an autumn-style Toronto city. On a side note, fellas, is this not the most beautiful asset anyone has ever seen? Like, the absolute quality of this asset stuns me. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I don't know. I guess the thing about Australia for me that would be weird is that it's just so... Oh, God, this mountain looks terrible. Is that it's just so far away from everything, you know? Like, it feels like when you're in Australia, you're probably still far away from Australia, right? So...
Yeah,
imagine the rest of the world, right?
I used to live when I was a kid. I used to live in Australia for a few years at least. So
wow, how many people in this server have lived in Australia? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, the east coast and the west coast of Australia are so far apart, basically. So
like, it's
like two complete different countries, right?
It feels like when you're in Perth, for example. You must feel like you're in the only city in the world, right?
Yeah, I actually lived in Perth, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do want to go someday, for one reason. You know what I love about Australia? And this is going to be very random.
Ooh.
The Master Chef. The Master Chef Australia is awesome.
The children's version, you know?
No, they had this fellow. I think it was like in season 4 or in season 3 or 2. This fellow called Reynold. Just search him up. Reynold Master Chef Australia. He runs a dessert bar in Sydney. And someday, I promise you, I'm going to take a pilgrimage to that dessert bar. Just search up
Is
what
it
he
like
made.
amazingly good, or is it like
He's like the
amazingly
best
funny?
dessert chef in the world, and he got eliminated because he overcooked the fish. It was so sad. It was so sad. Imagine making some incredibly delicate desserts, like some of the best Master Chef has ever seen, and then they eliminate you for overcooking a fucking piece of salmon. That's so depressing to me.
Master Chef Dessert King.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. Okay, there's news articles.
Just search up his food. Watch his YouTube video. Watch the YouTube videos of him in the Master Chef kitchen, bro. He did some crazy shit. But anyhow, I do want to go to Australia just to visit that dessert bar.
Yeah, that is weird.
What?
I could not have guessed that.
You couldn't have guessed it, but once you watch those videos of him cooking, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna want to go back to Australia just to eat this man's food. I promise you that. All right.
I'm actually planning to do some American desserts like tomorrow, like baking some. I'm gonna try to do a pecan pie thing. Maybe it's. I don't know if it's a Canadian thing as well.
I mean, I don't know. I think for me, my favorite pie is like pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is really good.
Yeah, that's good as well.
I really love the way this tram and this bike lane just work here. You know, it's very nice.
Oh yeah, it's the exact same size. You didn't have to do node control or anything.
Nope.
It's like someone had thought about that.
Mm-hmm. Urban planner. I love this angle of the city right here. It's beautiful. Do y'all think I should make the observation bubble smaller? Because sometimes I feel like it's a bit too big. Because when you look at the CN Tower, the dimensions are completely different. In the CN Tower. Right?
How would you do that with the PO?
Yeah, man, this entire tower is PO, right? So...
Because in like the width or like the diameter of it, I think it's fine, but maybe it's a bit like too tall, if anything.
See, this is the dimensions of the CN Tower, right? And in real life, it looks even smaller, the observation bubble, right? But I kind of like it this way. I kind of like it this way because it kind of lets it dominate the skyline in a way the CN Tower doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. Isn't like...
If you think about it, you know, the Space Needle, the Auckland Sky Tower, even the Calgary Tower, right?
Yeah.
All of them, you've seen them used occasionally in City Skylines projects, right?
Yeah.
But I've never once in my life seen the CN Tower used well. You know why? Because unless you do what Toronto did, right? And you give it a shit ton of space, the CN Tower looks terribly weird in a skyline. Because if you don't give it room around it, like if you look in Toronto, right, there are some tall buildings behind it, but it has room, the CN Tower, right? But the CN Tower is actually really, really narrow and really, really small. So if you were to put it in like the middle of a skyline, it would look lost, even if it's the tallest thing.
Yeah, it has to be a bit separated from it. I totally agree with this. Oh, so Pecan Pie is also a Tennessee thing.
It's important. I kind of want to keep the viewing platform big, right? For these angles of the city, right? So that it doesn't look lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is definitely growing on me, I have to say.
Plus, I don't mind. I think the stubbiness is kind of...
Yeah, it definitely grows on me. I think it's unique. I was thinking, is it the Calgary Tower that I was thinking about?
The Calgary Tower, first of all, I think the city of Calgary completely betrayed the Calgary Tower. In that you look at Calgary and you look at the Calgary Tower and it's like, what the hell are you doing here? And it doesn't.
Didn't it used to be like the biggest thing? I remember like seeing pictures of it. Like
32 gigabytes of RAM, and it's really good for loading times. See, look at this. This is ugly. First of all, I mean, look at this. And I'm not just talking about the asset. Like architecturally, the Calgary Tower is pretty devoid of life, right?
Yeah, it looks like one of those retro futuristic sort of spaceship
Yeah, like
design.
I think we took the good part. I think we did fine taking the good part here and bailed, right?
Yeah,
Because for some reason
yeah.
this CN, I think the real CN tower has a red line right here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, the Niagara knockoff, the Skylar Tower. I don't mind it. I don't think it's a knockoff. I don't think you can call it a knockoff. In fact, I think it's very similar to the CN Tower, the Skylar Tower.
Is it a thing in Canada that every city has to have an observation like sort of TV tower thing?
I think the biggest crime. I mean, the Calgary Tower is ugly. Don't get me wrong, but the worst one is the Harbor Center in Vancouver. Don't get me wrong. That shit.
Yeah.
I can't with that. That's just bad.
I agree. That is.
I don't think Edmonton has a tower, or any of the eastern cities, or Montreal or Quebec. They don't have anything.
Okay.
I forget what Skylar. It's been so long since I've been that direction. Skylar Tower, is it?
Oh, I kind of like that one actually. It's a lot of.
Honestly, it's awesome. I think it's cool.
It's like a budget version of the CN Tower, right? But it should be as well. Niagara Falls is a tiny city compared to Toronto.
No, I think it's cool. I like it. I think it works well.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Like people say, the American part of the, or like the Canadian part of the Niagara Falls is a lot better.
Oh yeah, the Canadian part is great because for us it's a major tourist attraction. But for the American tourism board, when you can invest in Niagara Falls or the Grand Canyon, right? Oh, this is a nice angle of the city. I like this. Y'all check this out. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. Yeah. I mean, I get why the Americans don't invest in it, but it's pretty depressing. They've just got this one casino. Like, it's a pretty shabby town. You know? American Niagara Falls. And I do hope no one in chat lives there, or else I'm insulting your hometown. But, yeah, it's a pretty shabby town, you know? I know it's in the state of New York, but it feels like Michigan.
So did Odense have a observation tower sort of thing?
Oh my, I gotta search this.
That's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
I did not know. I don't think I've ever really been to.
I mean, a lot of European cities have
okay,
they have big radio towers, right? Because they don't have, for example, in America and in Canada, right? Have a good one, Rowendy. In America and Canada, a lot of the skyscrapers, for example, First Canadian Place in real life has radio equipment on top of it, right?
Yeah.
But Europe doesn't have that, right? That's why a lot of those European cities, for example, I think Berlin has one, and like a lot of the Russian towns as well.
Yeah, Berlin has the famous Fernsehturm, which is like basically a ball. It actually looks pretty cool. I think it was built in the East Germany. I'm not entirely 100% sure about that.
Odin's Tower in Odense. That's cool. Yeah, Buffalo's weird. Anyhow, lads, it's been good, but I've gotta head off now. But it's been good. We did do quite a bit. We got this fancy little block. We did some transit signage, and we did some mountains. So thank you for coming, everyone, and have a good one. And thank you, Teddy. You're a real one. Congratulations.
Yes, thanks for hanging out and talking cities with me. It's been
I look forward to our collaboration vanilla tutorial.